different disorders, we can use these stem cells as personalized medicines in various diseases and disorders. Now, role of pharmacist. What is the role of pharmacist in this personalized medicine? As you know, the field of personalized medicine afford multiple opportunities for the pharmacist. And pharmacists having specialized knowledge, they have specialized skill, and they have abilities that make them unique, suited to advance the use of personalized medicines as a clinical tool. And pharmacy profession as a whole, they, however, has been slow to embrace the concept of clinical pharmacogenetics and is now facing a critical juncture that can potentially redefine the professional identity of the pharmacist. Means nowadays, pharmacists identifying this tool as very promising for the future. So there many people in survey, they told that they are very interested to join this and they like to implement in their setting, because it takes so many use of many tools and people's roles in this. So there one question is, there are pharmacists ready for the challenge of the personalized medicine or not? So when this question arises, then we can say when we assess the readiness of the pharmacy for personalized medicine, one must consider factors that are specific to individual pharmacists, as well as systemic consideration that allow pharmacists to successfully integrate personalized medicine into their individual practice area. And these factors such as like education and training. So pharmacist needs to get this education and training, because with the past knowledge, they have to update it, and they require some special kind of knowledge for personalized medicine. Experience is required, you can say, and you can say focused on particular this competency is required, and attitude of engagement, and adequate support and guidance from the personnel which are with him, like physicians or nurses or other fellow pharmacists. And laboratory infrastructure is also required for this, are also critical elements that are required. And financially sustainable practice modules must be developed for implementing this personalized medicine in near future. So important areas that required for implementation of clinical pharmacogenomics is pharmacy informatics. Means they must have pharmacy information systems, or you can say electronic data management or clinical decision support system tools is required, database management, development of medication use, some policies and processes, then logistic of genetic testing, and research and clinical guideline development is also required. Royal Pharmaceutical Society of England also emphasized the role of pharmacist may play in performing genetic tests, that is in collaboration with local physician practitioners, and counseling patients about the results of the test, either ordered by the physician or purchased from the other sources. There are so many other sources available. They provide you this kind of services, like sequencing or other things. These are provided by some private firms are available nowadays. So many companies are coming to help you in this aspect. Academic Affairs Committee in America, American Association of Colleges of Pharmacy, drafted recommendation for pharmacy education to include goals of knowledge, skill, attitude that pharmacists and student pharmacists should aim to achieve preparation of the potential pharmacist role in pharmacogenomics. They also set up that a particular study should be required for this. In America, they fixed PharmD is required to practice this community pharmacy there. And if somebody is B.Pharm, they have certain breach courses they must do, some certificate courses they do, and after that they can enter into this review. So pharmacy is a constantly changing profession, as you know, that require pharmacists to adapt skill as scientific advances continue to transform from practice to medicine. from last 100 years, the profession of pharmacy is changed tremendously. Previously, it was a dispensing model. It was focused on formulation and delivery of drug product. But nowadays, we have patient care model that is focused on individualizing drug therapy and delivering direct patient care. In this personalized medicine also, this is focused particularly on the patient care. Next is a clinical pharmacogenetic implements this consortium, that is CPIC, an international working group of pharmacists, scientists, and other healthcare professionals have developed evidence-based clinical guidelines. This all consortium prepare some particular guidelines which will be helpful in our implementation in personalized medicine. And for now, 35 actionable gene drug pairs guidelines is completely available. And in last 2 decades, US FDA also prepared and added some black box warning for several indications. Black box warning means for particular drug like abacavir or clopidogrel, carbamazepine, they incorporated genotype guided dosing algorithm. Drugs which are we prepared from this genotype dosing, so they are having some black box warning is there, and there is a product labeling, and they added a pharmacogenetic information to the label also, and that is more than 150 medications are available which are having this kind of facilities. And there are some drugs like cimeprevir, or this is cimeprevir is used for hepatitis B. Mipomersen, this drug is for homozygous familial hypercholesteremia that require pharmacogenetic testing before they can be prescribed. If some doctor is prescribed these particular medicines, so you required some pharmacogenetic testing, then and that you can take these particular medicines. So this is also in future also, you required certain pharmacogenetic testing if you are taking some particular medicines. Okay. And cost of genetic testing is also continually decreasing, because previously it was very costly. If you want to do genetic testing, or you can say genetic sequencing, complete gene sequencing, previously it required at least 4 to 5 lakh Indian rupees. But or you can say in America it is less than $250 are offered nowadays. And 7% of the hospitals in US having this kind of facilities, they are providing you genetic coding facility there, sequencing facilities there. So they do all these things, and once you do, and it is for lifetime, and whenever in future you required, you show your genetic mapping and sequencing to them, and accordingly they will prescribe, providing you medicines. Okay. And nowadays the direct to customer or DTC genetic testing kits are also available, and these are also readily available in community pharmacies. These are DTC kits are available in pharmacies also. And the first such DTC kits was, DTC means direct to customer kit, was determining breast cancer risk and approved by US FDA in March 2018. It is available there in US. So what pharmacists need to be ready for, I already discussed these things. They required education and training, particular education they required, and particular training in this field is required. Demonstrated competency, attitude of engagement. In attitude of engagement means initially there was a lot of hesitation that we should apply or adopt this or not. Still in India, we are still in doubt that we are not having knowledge, we are not having that kind of competency. So we are not ready for, you can say, this kind of changes. But in future, we have to change along with the time. In US, they are having positive attitude, they are changing with time, they are adopting all kind of facilities. So their cost is also reducing, their insurance is available easily. So there are so many things. So they are reducing their diseases profile, and they are increasing their life expectancy. They are getting the quality of life. Okay, so the different support and guidance they are also getting. Support and guidance means they are getting support from physicians also. Physicians are saying that this is a particular field that is mostly dedicated to pharmacists. They are having more knowledge than us in this area. This arena is for them particularly. uh, in a survey, 100% oncologists say that this is the pharmacist area, and we are ready to cooperate pharmacists in this particular precision, or you can say personalized medicine. Okay, and evidence of benefit is also when you get uh, benefited, your data is available there, and that data is showing that in every disease, this personalized medicine is benefited to the patient. Strength, weaknesses, opportunity, and SWOT analysis of this personalized medicine is also available. In SWOT analysis, strength is our pharmacies is a particular strength. They are having the knowledge. They are ready to accept it. Weaknesses is sometimes many facilities are not available, laboratory or some fund problem, or sometimes other things. Opportunities are still, because this is very big field, and this is promising field. So a lot of opportunities are there. So we are creating path forward in this area. So next one is pharmacist competency in pharmacogenomics. That is a basic genetic concept, genetics and disease, and pharmacogenetics and pharmacogenomics, and ethical, legal, and social implications are there. So these points I already discussed in previous slides also. So there is no need to all this. Next one is clinical genomics information system, or you can say electronic health records. So these are very important when we are going to implement personalized medicines. We must have clinical genomics information system. In future, for every people, this will be available on the click of the button or mouse. You will get complete data regarding any person anywhere in the world. And electronic health records is available for all. So you can say personal medicine will work on EHR or genomic information systems. Next one is different private companies like 23andMe, Navy Genomics, Illumina. These are providing facilities for direct to customer genome sequencing to the public. These are available. Uh, so they are doing personalized medication with your doctor. Your DNA can impact how effective drugs will be, and genetics can determine if you have side effects. So this kind of facilities also providing by some pharmaceutical or some diagnostic or some therapeutic companies. This 23andMe is one such kind of company that is providing DNA speed kit for detection. Next one is the body electronic. This is type of, you can say researchers want to wire the human body with sensors. Means sensors is also in future available in our body that will show any, there is any changes in, you can say some mutation is there or some SNP is available there. Then it will just tell according to EHR that there is some problem. Immediately doctor will find it, and that is corrected. So the body electric, that is the biosensors, you can say, that will be transform healthcare in future. According to Nature's 2015 report, there are so many wired for life. Wired for life means the biosensors are there. Similarly, lab on chip. A physician wants an initiative specific medication according to the patient genotype. So all you need is a drop of patient's blood on a microchip. We just put a our blood on microchip, and in few minutes the SNP of the patient and suitable medication is displayed on the screen. So this is known as lab on a chip. So this will also in future you will find that it is wonderful revolution will be there. Very, microliter of sample is required for that. and everything, all data will be available. Next one is how we can implement personalized medication or medicines. As the human gene was completely sequenced in 2003, technology for DNA sequence is improving, and now it is becoming cheaper. Currently, it would cost, I already told you that 4 to 5 lakhs to do a whole genome sequencing. But within 5 to 10 years, you will find that it is expected to fall to rupees 50,000 or less. Thus, every newborn can have his or her blood sample collected soon after the birth, and the whole genome sequencing will be done. And this will then help in various ways. This sequencing will help to that particular person identify diseases which the baby is likely to predisposed during his or her lifetime. And this will help in initiating strategies to prevent the development of diseases and reduce the risk substantially. We can reduce the risk substantially, that possibility of you come to know that within this span of time this disease will possible. So you will remove the particular sequence of the genes from body, and that will be saved in advance, and identify drug which is likely to be toxic or cause serious side effects. These drugs can be flagged in the body's record and avoided if need later. Also, identify drugs which are more likely to effective for diseases manifested later during life with minimal side effects. We can identify such drugs that which is more beneficial for us. We will take only such kind of medicines in that case, and tailor the treatment based on the biological characteristics for the cancers or many other diseases, Alzheimer's or Parkinson's, every kind of disease that will be tailor of the treatment will be available. If one were to develop later in spite of preventive strategies, this will ensure that most effective drug targeted to the specific cancer, increasing the cure rates with minimum side effects. And instead of casting a traditional horoscope soon after birth, just say nowadays what we do, we prepared some horoscope for baby, but in future it will be possible and prudent to get the genomic horoscope. In future, what will we get? That will be a genomic horoscope done for the baby, and that will be used everywhere. Next is this personalized medicine encompasses all sort of this personalization measures, use of genomics, different use of omics. You can say omics means genomics or proteomics, metabolomics, for genome transcriptomics, protein, RNA, DNA sequencing, high throughput screening, phenotyping screening. So these all encompasses in personalized medicines. Imaging analysis is required. That is with help of fMRI, magnetic resonance imaging, computerized tomography, positron emission tomography, SPECT, fluorescent markers are available. In future, you will find that different quantum dots are coming. That quantum dots will work as fluorescent markers, biomarkers that will attach to particular gene or particular sequence, and that will show you where is the problem and where is the we can use the drug. Quantum dots will use as a drug delivery system also in future. As NASA is working on it, they are planning to send human beings on Mars expedition. So in that case, they are using such kind of measures. They are working on personalized medicine, and they are working on quantum dots. They are working on dendrimers. These will be the future medicines. Radio tracers are also there. High resolution liquid chromatography and mass spectroscopy is there. You know, this HRLCMS, they will give you, if 1,000 metabolites are there, you can identify them with very clarity. You can do imaging them with the help of this. and nanoparticles based theranostics. I already told theranostic is therapeutic and diagnostic tools when used together. In that, deep learning algorithms is required, fluorescent in situ hybridization techniques, that is FISH technique known as. And in the future also, this personalized medicine will be encompasses with 3D printing technology. This is very interesting technology. In future, you will see you can develop pills in laboratory also with the help of 3D printing. You can prepare, because when you are going to prepare very small scale this kind of medicine, then it is not possible in industry level. So you have this technique, very beneficial 3D printing technology, and it is a wonderful technology for preparation of drugs, pills for many diseases. And when quantity is very low, you can prepare with the help of this also. Development will be drastically change with the help of this 3D technology in future. Also coding or whole exome sequencing, whole genome sequencing, WGS means whole genome sequencing, next gen sequencing, NGS. This leads to genome medicines till 2025. In France, they are working on this genome medicines. Means this personalized medicine will, you will see that they are genome medicines, and that will be available everywhere. So we can conclude that while pharmacists might not be completely ready for the challenge of pharmacogenetics, they are most certainly up to facing the challenges. The time is right. This time is right, and the stage is ready for the pharmacy to embark on another transformative journey. We are at present in the juncture of transformation, a journey that will redefine the role of the pharmacist and will secure a place in pharmacy in the era of personalized medicine and beyond. Individualized drug therapy opens up exciting new opportunities for pharmacists to expand their clinical roles and responsibilities. And personalized medicine has been identified as key and prospective approach to achieve optimal individual health decisions, therefore overcoming the challenge of engineer better medicines in the future. And this is all about personalized medicines and the roles of pharmacists in that. As Hippocrates well said, it is more important to note what person the disease has than what disease the person has. This is the, you can say, signature line for the personalized medicine. Thank you very much, Alwar College of Pharmacy, to give me this opportunity to share my some views on personalized medicine, because this field is very exciting and very important. So I request all budding pharmacists, you must read about it as much as you can, because we should be ready for future. We must have all those knowledge. And I also request deans sir of RUHS, please aid about this topic, because in our syllabus still we are, I think in MPharm syllabus some lines are there only, but it should be included for the syllabus for the B Pharm, Pharm D is very important, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you very much, first of all, for your wonderful presentation.
Thank you, sir.
Very good album collected from different resources. I think this
Yes.
gives us a detailed presentation of
because in this time there are so many things are there, but I concluded in very narrow manner, because so many things are there, still remaining so many things.
Yeah, people will easily understand what is horoscope and what will be the genetic horoscope of a person who is
yes.
Having birth into this earth. So at the time of birth of a child, we can decide,
yes,
we can understand, we can estimate what will happen at what age and what will be the biological fate of the child that is
yes,
born on today. So this is a very good thing. But to understand all these basic things, the pharmacist must have enough competency, and they must have enough knowledge. They
Yes,
must
sir.
be technically strong so that they can analyze the genetics of the patient, and they can overlap it with the pharmacology of the drug
Yes,
so
sir.
that right drug can be chosen for a right person. And this
Because
is a very
pharmacist are right person
interesting.
for this particular knowledge.
Yes, sir. This is very interesting topic, and hearing from you is a very amazing experience in this morning. So we are very overwhelmed with your presentation. You have
Thank you, sir.
done a really done a hard work on this topic, and the 3D printing of the technology, 3D printing technology for
Yes, sir.
pharmaceutical and
That is
medical
also very
treatment.
very emerging
Yeah,
field. You can say very
yeah.
very
The
knowledgeable,
specific
informative.
specific
3D printing technology.
cellular rings are prepared to repair the organs which are
Yes, sir.
affected by the
That
diseases.
is for
So,
organs also,
yeah,
for medicines also. Many things will
yeah.
be.
So the technology comes into nowadays that keeps us more aware of gathering the knowledge about those technologies, and
Yes.
our skill is very, very important. Now I request our people to talk on this presentation. Our teachers can give their opinion. Uh,
Yes, sir.
so, how many of you? I'll do one thing. I'll allow all the participants who can unmute themselves. Any questions? Do you have any doubts to be clarified? You can clarify. Uh, Gurpreet has given a chat and in the chat box. Very informative
Good,
session on
good noon, sir.
personalization.
Good noon,
Hello. Good
Kamal, sir.
afternoon, sir.
How are
How are
you,
you,
sir?
sir? I'm fine. Thank you.
I'm fine, sir. Fine, sir. Sir, very
Yes.
beautiful presentation, sir. Definitely, sir. If we will do work on this personalized medicine, then the side effects and much more things will get sorted out, and we will do more on this. But
Yes,
the
sir.
fact is that it is a very difficult task to achieve this. We have to work very hard on this.
Yeah. Because for India, it is in infancy stage.
Yes,
In
sir.
America, it is a 20-year-old thing, but for us, it is a very new thing, you can say.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So
Definitely.
we have to work very hard for this.
Yes, sir. But you have definitely a very good thought on this. Very beautiful presentation you shared, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Good morning,
Anyone,
sir.
anyone has
Good
any
afternoon, sir.
question? Good afternoon. Hello. Good afternoon.
Sir, I have few questions. Yes, sir. I have few questions, sir.
Yeah, yeah.
Sir, first of all, I am Dinesh Kumar, Associate Professor in Department of Pharmaceutics, sir, Alwar
Okay.
Pharmacy College. So, sir, in one of your slides, you have mentioned the DNA microarray. So, could you explain the correlation with DNA microarray with personalized medicines?
DNA microarray and biomarkers, these all are, you can say, related with particular gene or DNA, so that you will identify SNPs, which SNP is having some, you can say, related with particular disease or disorder. So you can remove that particular and you will insert healthy one in place of that thing. Microarray is one particular technique through which we can do this thing.
Because, sir, I think that DNA microarray is a diagnostic technique in which
This
you
is a
yes.
diagnostic tool, you can say. This is a diagnostic tool. Through that diagnostic, we come to know that there is some problem is there.
Okay. First, you diagnose that disease,
Yeah,
and then you
we
proceed
first
accordingly.
diagnose it, and after that
Okay.
we interpret it. Is it okay or not? After that, you provide some treatment for that.
Okay. Sir, in implementation part, you have mentioned that by spending few thousands to lakhs, you can get information about the genomics of that particular
That
individual.
Yes.
But sir, my question is like normally the neonatals or you can newborn babies are having uh, amino acid metabolic defects, mean
Mhm.
gene defect. How then how we can go how the personalized medicine will work in that case?
For neonates, you will collect stem cells from his blood. Uh, for umbilical cord, you will collect it, and you will use it for if you when you do complete sequencing, and you find that in future it is possibility that there will be some chances of some disease. In that case, you will use that stem cells which you preserved already. You know, in US, there are banks are there nowadays, stem cell banks. People are keeping their stem cells for future if there is any such kind of necessities there.
Okay. So third question is like, sir, do you don't think that these techniques are very expensive? Means using these CTs and
Yeah, yeah.
means
That's why it is a bottlenecking for success of this technique at present, because whatever you are using, this is very expensive. LCMS is very expensive, or you are using PET, that is also very expensive. That's why in future, if some companies collaborate and some big hospitals collaborate, and then these things will be very you can say
yes.
cheap. When everything is settled, everything, then you can say it is very cheap, but at present it is not cheap, it is very expensive. At present, genome sequencing is very costly, but in future they are saying that rate will be reduced if many companies will come there, then it will be possible.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Welcome.
Sir, once the CT, MRI were introduced, no? It
That
were,
is also for
yeah,
diagnostic and that purpose.
they were considered to be costly tools at
Yeah,
that
yeah,
time
very
of
costly.
introduction.
Yes, sir.
Nowadays, people are going for RT-PCR,
Hmm.
and after that, immediately they ask for this CT scan and all very
Yes.
frequently, and frontline workers are frequently going for this CT scan
You know, this
testing.
RT-PCR when initially came, it was very costly, but nowadays
Yeah,
so many people are doing, so it is now
yeah.
cheap.
Once when
It
the
depends on,
necessity arises,
depends. Yes, sir.
and it will cost the technology uh,
Yes.
cheaper, and it will come to us. Definitely, one day we will practice this personalized medicine
One day it will
for
be just like
patients.
normal type, you can say.
Yeah, after
After
reading the
30 or 40
genotype.
years in India also, it is a normal
Yeah.
type of things.
Thank you very much,
Because
sir. You
when
have
I was
given.
in, sir, when I was in M-Pharm, that time I was reading about quantum dots, dendrimers, but still in India that is not possible. But in US, some products are available, quantum dots are available, but still in India, this is not available. And we are just on research part, we are going for this. So things are here very slowly, but in future, possibly it will be available.
Yes, sir. We can understand that technology is here, but
Hmm.
economically we are weaker, no? So it will take some time for our
And many
country
people cannot afford
to
also these
establish.
things.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, sir.
This is the thing based on the economy. So thank you very much, sir. But we will strongly hope that India will very soon have advanced technologies like
Yes, sir.
personalized medicine, and we are expecting our pharmacists will work with the genotype of the patient and all.
Yes.
Thank you, sir. You have given you have
Thank
thrown
you
a
so
light
much.
on a new topic. This is a new line for many pharmacy students. So
Thank you so much,
this,
sir.
when they understand it, they will enjoy it. Some problem was there during the presentation, or
No, I'm sorry for that because it was
no,
not
no.
working from my side.
I have to say sorry. And during the presentation, it was stopped. The online streaming was given in YouTube.
Hmm.
That was also stopped. I don't know what happened during that. And I started recording the session. So the recording will be available. Once when
Okay,
the
sir.
recording is available, I will upload this in the YouTube channel so that you will have a continuity on
Thank you,
the
sir.
part 1 and part 2. Part 1
Sure.
will be live and part 2 will be recorded.
Okay, sir.
So thank you very much, sir, and thanks for your presentation. And
Thank
I
you so much,
thank
everyone.
all the students who have joined in a large number. Tomorrow we have the session of Sri Pavan Kumar Jaggi, sir.
Yes, sir.
Farmer
I will join.
Licensing Authority.
Hmm.
We'll meet tomorrow, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, everyone, for patient
Thank you, sir.
listening. Thank you. All the best.
Thank you, sir.